Jesse, over here. We need to make a plan, Jesse.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us, or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench, the ghost, or whatever he is, he mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone, a direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the Hiss.
Where is the Hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't an HRA made a point about an eye out.
That's not here. I think, brother, I there's my not it off what they imagine a beat. Scares fine. See that this.
No hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No, just inside.
Source is internal. This house is a falling comms. Openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily. Him in my head. Is haunting me?
But this pro need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah. You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door.
Okay. Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? Oh, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the peri-utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this?
Got it. Thanks. So HRA stop you from becoming Hiss?
Wait, it seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling's one big exactly.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure questions soon.
There it is again. Our welcome message.
look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle.
Communications. We're on the right track.
Stepping to the FBC, flash to do this, flash to but do and do this. My mom's dead.
Object of power. Looks like the hiss of life. We need to climb. It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the Bureau seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm the wrecker.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight the hiss.
You're listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years.
They can fly now. Great.
from.
Are you still recording this?
The Ocean View Motel and Casino.
Been here before? I've kind of like all of them. Some from a dream. Key has a black pyramid on it.
And the board. And my condition planes of hell.
I met beat of the something no and
With and I need to get back to Emily. People react strongly when I tell them about you. Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss? Sorry.
Bottling, gone.
30. Production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us.
Into the internal. You can override it, but that's done in the main sector. Normally, you take this, but
Maybe I can find a way.
look, no brain extreme situation. You phenomenally well, and all that and the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you, if you agree. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests. I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself. Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
Do you hear that? Someone's singing.
Singing.
Where's it coming
They say they need
Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
20 feet.
Bullshit. We've never recorded any distance over. Five.
Obviously, you never. Read the P6 data.
A lot of these for the oldest house. The hiss are tampering with it somehow, agitating it. Matching frequencies, maybe? Hi, Jesse.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
They're saying Trench was shot dead. The situation's getting worse.
I saw Trench and Darling arguing a couple weeks ago. Trench was furious. You don't think Darling...
Don't be stupid. What would the Bureau's golden child have to gain from killing the boss?